Hello, survivors, and welcome to another episode here on the channel to our 365-day challenge to see how far we can get in a year. I'm your host, Zonavox, and today we shouldn't have to do very many meat runs because we're closing in on the event. I don't want to push my luck with any of these things, seeing if maybe I can go in and push in like some extra imprints or stuff like that. So mainly I just need to keep whatever's out here going, and we'll worry about the rest of the breeders sometime later. But all the fighters, I'm kind of just waiting some time on here, waiting out some of their timers, 30 minutes, stuff like that, 5 hours for some of these. So as soon as I go ahead and get some of these guys, the 30 minutes and the hour and a half stuff, then I'll be hopping over to Gen 2, so we can just do some stuff on there, because we don't really need to do anything here on Extinction while we're waiting. Especially because the event's up. How are you doing, Mad Max? Yeah, with the event still going, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to push my luck. I mean, if these breeders get imprints, great. If they don't, no loss. Some of them are definitely, like, one imprint away from, being able to go ahead and be used as fighters if they need to. But is what it is. Can't do anything about it now, so. How's everybody doing today? How you doing, Max? You holding up? Family's going all right? I'll just need to come in here and, do their meat, obviously. 7 hours, another 8, so. Another 8. 5 something. Yeah. But no big meat runs today. Maybe once here or there, but that's pretty much it. I'm working on trots and just kind of re-upping all this trot stuff here. It's a miracle. It's a miracle that we're not doing meat stuff today. Is that what you mean? I wouldn't call it a miracle. I would just say, I was on here actually doing stuff a little earlier, so. Okay, let's drop this this prime meat. Yeah, since it's at the tail end of the event, I'd rather not push my luck. So, that's all. Okay, he is alive. Your grandpa that you said passed away is alive. Well, I have to be honest, it sounds pretty suspect, because considering people don't just miraculously arise from the grave after they pass away. We're gonna take a look around and see if see if there's anything to go ahead and break or take. Probably not. I think I got lucky with that last one. Yep, I am more than aware of the whole death process and everything else in the paperwork included. So he's in a coma, and then he was declared dead by, I'm assuming, a hospital. And now he just woke up. Is that what I am understanding? All right. Well, congratulations. I'm really not sure what else to say. Not an everyday occurrence. You know, not like the first time I've heard of something like that, but yep, usually there's a lot of circumstances behind them. You know, I'm not gonna bother explaining. You know, I've gone through a bunch of those cases and stuff when I wanted to do business law, because some of them were associated with business and practices. But yeah, I'm glad that I'm glad that he's still alive. I honestly don't know how to respond to that, so if I sound like very unsure, it's because I am. Coleco's. Do any of those? I've got about 20 minutes to burn here, so let's see what I can do. Ooh, the weekend space should be around here, so maybe I can see what he's doing there. Yeah, I don't want to leave the sunken city. I could go someplace else, but I feel like it'd just be better to just stay in the sunken city for now. Here because I can't visit him. I'm assuming they have a reason for not allowing you to visit him? Or you just can't get there? Oh yeah, this is the guy with all the multicolor reapers. Yeah, hello Dre Dog. Usually hello is the proper greeting rather than is this PvP or PvE? But hello and welcome to the channel. Nice to see you here. I got it, Max. All good. I know it's all repeat questions and everything else, but I usually like to... Oh, well, after this year is over, then hop on PvP. No, after this year is over, I have other projects I'm going to do. That's it. We are doing a solid year of Ark. I may play it in my spare time, but no, I've got other projects I'm going to be moving on to. I am not an Ark channel. If I wanted to... Because the PS4 stopped working. That's unfortunate. Okay, so, did it, like, not turn on? Did it just suddenly power off? Like, how did it not stop working? Because I've heard a couple people talking about it just recently. And I'm curious because, you know, the PS5 came out and then suddenly people's PS4 started biting the dust. Yeah, so the current challenge, since you're new to the channel, I'll fill you in here. We are going through each of the expansions one by one, fighting all of the bosses, catching, breeding, and raising everything ourselves. I'm just saying Ark PvE and Ark PvP. Oh yeah, I know that they're completely different. A third of our fan base is PvP, so they tell us about it all the time. So it's yeah, I'm a firm believer that PvP is the way to play Ark. You know, I'm new. I only started playing like 6.5-ish months ago, so about as long as I've been streaming is about as long as I've been playing. But no, I'm a firm believer in PvP is the way to play. I just, you know, it's not my kind of thing to, you know, have all my progress wiped every single day and not being able to play the game and everything else, so... Before I do anything else, I want to be able to knock out the entire game first. And it's rough, you know, since we've been doing everything ourselves, our tribe is pretty small, but we've managed to go ahead and do everything. Like 5 years to PvP a fair bit. Yeah, a lot of people do. Like I said, a lot of our fan base is PvP players, because they like, they all want to see if I'm actually going to be able to keep it up for the year. And a lot of them do like the fact that, you know, we're pretty chill. We like talking to people. We acknowledge people. We don't just tell everybody to fuck off and everything because they're different game modes. I'm real accepting. I don't have the taint of the Ark community, I suppose. When Ark 2 comes out next year, then do PvP. When Ark 2 comes out, I'll probably do a year-long challenge again. But the thing is that it's not going to come out for PlayStation outright, from what I heard. We are not getting it immediately anyway, so... No real point in preparing for it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to have that, you know, nice year-long gap that it always does in every other game. 14. Damn, Weekend is on top of their shit. I hate it. We're pretty compact. Let me see if they have is better than what I'm working with. I mean, it's all unpowered anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. So, yeah. So, 11 and 11. So, 22. So, the array that I have, you know, is powering everything in almost the exact same area. But they have to use a lot more space. So, I do think my, my Suntroth setup is a lot better. Yeah, so I think I'll keep with the Suntroth. It's dumb why I'm buying a PC. Yeah, I think it's pretty fucking dumb, to be honest. It's not the worst thing. I can see why they're doing it, because keep in mind that Sony is really fucking hard to program for, so most people avoid programming for Sony. The code is really complicated. Getting everything to interface is really hard. And it's not like Sony's providing any support, whereas Microsoft, you know, if you have issues, they will actually help you with that kind of stuff. Where Sony is kind of a greedy company for what they offer. You know, it's just how it is. I do like Sony a lot better than Microsoft. I'm not a big fan of, you know, leadership and everything. To be honest, I don't think a PS5 is worth it. I guess. I mean, sure, it's not worth it in terms of its games that it has, but I'll tell you, the load times are faster. I managed to snag one, so full disclosure. That's why I'm actually gonna let you know. Yeah, the load times are faster. That alone is just mind blowing. It auto up converts a lot of the graphics and stuff for games. So regardless of what you're playing, it is going to up convert everything. It can definitely take a lot of the load capacity that, you know, the PS4 couldn't. So where the PS4 struggled to do a lot of the loading, here on Arc, like, obviously it's a great game to test load capacity on, but this thing can definitely load faster and handle more graphic, like, updates and graphics on the screen and stuff like that. So, I'll tell you that for me, it was just hands and above a direct upgrade. Like, it was a phenomenal upgrade, too. A significant one. Not just like some graphic upgrades. No, the crashes have been way less. I've been able to go ahead and load in a lot more things. It's not struggling anywhere near as much. My fucking PS4 sounded like a jet engine ready to blast off to space. And this thing, no, it's just sitting there, quietly fucking doing what it's supposed to. Also, for streaming, a PC is way more versatile. Yeah, I agree. PCs are always going to be, quote, better in the sense. Consoles are, ease of use. I don't have to worry about replacing parts. I don't have to worry about constantly pushing, the latest and greatest in technological updates. Please don't crash. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I don't have to worry about any of that. So, might get wiped. Yep. Yeah, it's the beauty of playing on that kind of server. Getting wiped sucks. Yeah, this is all on PS5. The only issues that I've ever really had with the servers are when servers are lagging. Not necessarily when the game itself is lagging, because it can handle the graphical updates. I mean, considering I'm in the process of raising 200 gigas, and I have like 40-something plus gigas out at a time, usually right now, yeah. Our neighbors are also traders and stuff, so they're kind of doing the same thing. Which is really weird. Like, we have this habit of running into, like, trade servers. Fucking weird. But yeah. There's this kid named Trompy, so he might look for me and wipe me. You messing with the help? Look, see, remember how you were talking about like running through everybody's dinos? I mean, it's just karmic retribution. I mean, you see me, I'm always happy. I'm always more than willing to go ahead and help people. But at the end of the day, like, I just don't want to get somebody to fucking, like, Bronto bomb everything. Or just some dumb shit that doesn't need to happen. We've already dealt with, like, our fair share of trolls, and I don't want to deal with any more trolls. So, I'm just pretty nice about it. Head streaming programs? It kind of does. I mean, obviously you can stream through Twitch and YouTube and stuff. It does have its own editing software, though. I will give it that, and it's not too bad either. I had played around with it a little bit, and the editing software for the PS5, not too shabby. I'll crack these tomorrow. I don't want to give double rates on these things or anything on accident. So they'll just chill in there until tomorrow. Yeah, all the babies, I'm not raising anything because I also don't want to give them double rates, because anything that's in the fridge, I believe, is not a low enough percentage. Maybe. Let me check. Fighters. I believe these are all fresh babies. And I don't want to put out any fresh babies. These are all juveniles that have some really nice AZ-23. AZ-23 might actually be a good gauge on where the other babies are sitting. Give me just a second here. Yeah, Sony could have been more versatile and stopped limiting us. So, like, it can stream the entire screen, and not if you close the game, the entire stream shuts down. It's possible. I know that they do that for a reason. You know, I'm not going to go ahead and defend the fucking company. At the end of the day, you know, bad company, bad. But what's your 3-something with 4 hours? Nah, I don't want to go ahead and leave that on the May Wing because I already pulled out the meat. I'll just have to wait. I think some of our babies are not going to go ahead and reach 100%. They'll probably end up at like 90, 96 or something. Something ridiculous. Close, but not close enough. So. AZ-23, yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I do, if you capture carded, it's possible to go ahead and do the menu, but I think they don't want people, like, knowing exactly what you have in your libraries and stuff like that. Like, the PS5, now you can defend them or not being aggressive or stubborn or anything. No, I mean, you know, I'll call a company shit if I think they're shit. You know, I have a pretty good stance on where I feel. I think Sony used to be a good company, and when Sony moved their headquarters to America, I think a lot of stuff changed because they're no longer, their main headquarters isn't in Japan, so a lot of the Japanese market base is changing over to Microsoft because they feel it's a better company, or sticking with Nintendo because obviously Nintendo's been there for fucking ever. But no, Sony's losing a lot of support out in Japan. They moved their headquarters out to America. They became a profit-based company instead of worrying so much about you know, producing a good product. They're just worried about fleecing everybody. So, you know, I'm using their product because all of my friends are on Sony. I mean, I have a lot of people that I know on PC, but, you know, being able to play the PlayStation with a bunch of people is a lot better than not being able to. So, okay, 1, 2, and 3 are fine. 15, well, 12 minutes. I have some time to burn, so let's go organize some stuff. But yeah, Sony used to be good, not anymore. In that case, they should give you an opinion on whether it's a screen or not. Yeah, but it's Sony. Sony tends to put in the least amount of effort for the maximum amount of product, especially because, once again, their headquarters is now in America, so they're being run by stockholders and stuff like that, rather than beforehand they used to be able to get away with it because they were overseas and the influence had a lot better. They had a lot more influence, but now they're directly in the face of shareholders, so, yep. But that's just my take on it. We'll need fertilizer at some point, but I don't really need it right now. Flint, I don't need any spark powders, so we'll just feed this to the gacha while we're waiting. Fiber, that's going to be no problem to grab. Princess Gilly, nope. Feed that as well. Feed the fiber. Why is this in here? Why is this not in the fridge? Yeah, it would take a little checkbox, I'm sure, just to go ahead and allow that, but what game are you going to play next? I still have not decided, to be perfectly honest. I have a few items that I could be doing. Number one is Minecraft, because I have a challenge. I've been sitting on Minecraft for a very long time that I think would be long enough to at least take a few months. I could do RuneScape. How far could I get in a year in RuneScape? Which my girlfriend has been trying to convince me to do it. It's on the list. Elite Dangerous, how much can I see in a year in Elite Dangerous would be a really good one. If you guys have never played or seen Elite Dangerous, it's a 1-for-1 scale of the universe. It's fucking insane. That game is crazy. Yeah, and I have a couple other games on the docket, but it needs to be something that could take a long time to do. That's why things like Rust and like Battle Royales and things are out of the way. So you should put a PS5 somewhere in your title or something so you can get more people in stream. I mean, I thought I had it in the tags, but maybe not. I'm not too worried either way. But I will take your suggestion. It's probably a really good idea to let people know, hey, it's on PS5. Let's get rid of the keratin. Get rid of this more keratin. And get rid of the chit, because we don't really need any chit. Alright, you can take that beer. We don't need that either. Inclined irrigations. Alright. But yeah, we have some ideas for the future. I thought about actually doing a how far can I get in Final Fantasy in a year. But I really don't know how far I could get in Final Fantasy in a year. Or how far could I level in like the beginning of like Kingdom Hearts in a year on Destiny Island. How many levels could I get in a year? You could try playing one season at a good Arc boosted server. No seasons after that. That's it. No more. No more Arc. There will be an occasional thing here or there, but until Arc 2 comes out, that's it. A 1-for-1 scale than yours. Yeah. Elite Dangerous is phenomenal. I really enjoy it. The space travel is great. The ships feel wonderful. Space combat is difficult. But yeah, it's a 1-for-1 scale. And whenever new scientific papers come out, or whenever new things or change in our understanding of space, they actually take the thing down for maintenance and update their maps. So everything that you see in game is something that exists out there in space journals and star charts and stuff like that. So you can find Earth in there. Or at least to everything's understanding, everything is as 1-to-1 as they can get it. The guys are really good about updating too, so it's pretty fucking huge. Like, there are people who go around who spend weeks trying to go ahead and do like runs to certain star systems and all around the galaxy and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I will give them that. They created a game that nobody else could. But yeah, no seasons, no nothing. That's it. By season, I mean in a boosted server, they wipe after a period of time. Everyone starts the beginning of a season. Yeah, I know what you mean, but this is not an Arc channel. I always have to keep telling people that it's not an Arc channel. This is it's a channel that just kind of focuses on different challenges and different games. So this will be the one time we go through Arc 1. But I mean, if we manage to finish everything at the end of the year, we'll be free to do whatever the hell we want for whatever. But the challenge right now is to just see how far we can get in a year. I mean, I've considered doing strictly Arc, but I really don't want to do strictly Arc. Arc has been great, but I've also played Arc every single day this entire year. So I will be completely burnt out of Arc for a bit. I am sure. Not that it hasn't been fun, but Jesus, let me tell you, I am basically a human Maywing trying to get everything ready for these challenges. 5 minutes. Okay, cool. I burnt enough time doing nothing. But I get it. I know a lot of people who come into the channel want to see it continue and everything. And I know I'll probably... what if Arc brings the most subs and viewers? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Like, when I originally did everything here, like, I played this for myself. I wasn't playing it because I was trying to go ahead and be a YouTuber, or I was trying to go ahead and do this. Even if it did bring in the most subs and viewers, that's the same as asking me, would you go ahead and play Fortnite for the rest of your career? No. No, I wouldn't, because there's other things that I want to play, there's other things that I want to do, there's new challenges I want to attempt. And regardless of how much fame and success comes from the thing, my channel started this year at 27 subs. So, considering I started from, like, nothing and came up here to 430-something, yeah, it's just... there might be a huge base in Arc, and I'll tell you, like, the Arc fan base is fucking awesome. And terrible at the same time. You guys are both toxic and wholesome. But I love it. I mean, it's probably my favorite survival game, no doubt. I used to be a fan of 7 Days to Die, but I mean, I can't see myself, like, really praising that game after having played Arc and how long it's been going and how consistent it is. Yeah. No real comparison. But no, I mean, regardless of how many people come in, how many people sub and everything, the channel will still move on. Very toxic, damn, Ark is a very versatile game. Yeah, I firmly believe it is probably one of the best survival games out there, period. I mean, the modded community is excellent from what I've seen. It looks like a lot of the streamers are pretty decent. The only problem I have with the Ark streamers is that most of them don't react to the community. So, like, a lot of the Ark live streamers, which they don't do many live streams, I've noticed. They do a lot of pre-recorded content, so you're usually cutting all the nonsense out, like what you see here on the channel. Yeah, I feel like they're not really responding to the community. They may occasionally go ahead and answer a thing. I try and talk to people when I can, because I have the luxury of doing live streams. Yeah, I have a full day job, but I'm here at 5:15 if I can be every day. You know, if not, I will stream every single day at some point. Even if it's like 2 hours, I will make sure to put in 2 hours. Something. But I have a video up every day. But, yeah, I have the luxury of being able to talk to people because I'm in a live stream. So when people come in and they're curious about the game, or they're curious about what we're doing, or they're just curious about, like, anything, you know, I've given people financial advice. Asterisk, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't actually tell you if this is correct or not, but I can give you my personal advice because I am a financier by trade. Get the... Oh my god, this Packy! It's better than a Trudon, so I'll leave it there until it despawns, but... the middle players don't stream because they're afraid someone stream snipes them. They're really good or PvE. How old are you? I'm 32. I'm nowhere near as young as I sound. I know a lot of people come in here and they're like, 32, bullshit! And I'm like, no, I'm 32. I'd like to think I know how many birthdays I've had. But yeah, I mean, I try and talk to people and everything else, you know. I'm here for advice, I'm here for entertainment, I'm here to go tell you to go fuck yourself if you give me shit, you know, I'm here to laugh at your bad jokes. I mean, if I think they're funny. Usually, if I think your joke is good, I'll give you a knee slap, but... Yeah, you sound like 18 or 19? Yeah, you know. Young at heart, young in mind, all of that. Be back soon? Alright, catch you soon, Mad Max. But yeah, we also have a lot of regulars who come in. Like, our fan base here is between the ages of, like, 10 and 60. It's so wild, like, how large the community is for Ark. So I'm always excited to talk to people when they come in. Because, I mean, I don't want to be staring at fucking gigabutt holes for, like, 4 to 6 hours a day, sitting here in silence, twiddling my thumbs. You know, it gets boring as fuck raising babies sometimes. I mean, it's got to get done because the challenge has to proceed, but yeah. So we have. I'll fill you in on the plan that we're working on. To me, you sound like a small, skinny teen with glasses that's smart as fuck. That's funny. Yeah, I'm short as fuck. I'm like some 5'4" dude. You know, I used to be nice, beefy kid. You know, but no, since COVID and everything, I was just like, nah, I'm not so big on the gym anymore, so I kind of let myself go a little bit, but... no, I mean, I'd say I'm decently smart. I'm smart enough to fucking get smacked in the mouth for saying some smart shit. But dumb enough to go ahead and get myself in trouble. So... But no teen or nothing, so... I've served my military service. I did 6 years as well. So I've kind of seen the world, been on deployments and everything. Yeah, I've lived a pretty decent life. What else are you trying to accomplish in Ark? Well, I mean, just trying to push through everything, you know, doing everything ourselves is enough of a challenge. Like, the only thing I'm trying to accomplish in Ark is just getting through Ark. Because I've never played it before. I've never played Ark at all. This is my first time playing it, so... Yeah, just raising everything, breeding everything, getting to the bosses. I mean, this is a good example of how much hard work we've put in. Alpha Broodmother, Alpha Ape, Alpha Dragon, Alpha Manticore, Alpha Overseer, Alpha Rockwell. And mind you, we didn't just go straight for the alphas. We went through every level. So we went Gamma, Beta, and Alpha. So you can only imagine, starting from scratch, how much we put in. We spent months. It took us 4 months just to leave the island. We flew through Scorched because we could bring our dinos. We flew through Aberration because we shotgunned our way through it, which a lot of people hadn't seen the shotgun strat, because it's kind of an old strategy that people don't use anymore, where you just shotgun Rockwell to death. But yeah, we've pushed. It's been rough. Like, it's one of the few times I toot my own horn that I've put in a lot of fucking work into this thing. So, I never expected the channel to grow. Like, I'm glad people have come in. I'm glad that people tune in every day to come watch me be a dumbass and, you know, spend 6 hours a day looking at digital dinos, you know, and talking about fucking whatever, talking about the health benefits of kale, or, you know, how to go ahead and properly invest. What about Gen 2? Yeah, so some of my tribe members are already in Gen 2. We did a special over in Gen 2 where I got in as soon as it opened up. And yeah, we'll be doing Gen 2. It's going to be included in the challenge. We do Genesis 2 on Tuesdays because, you know, get it, Genesis Tuesdays. Haha, dumb fucking pun on my part. But yeah, we do Genesis 2 on Tuesdays. So if you're ever interested in seeing what we're doing or what the actual, what the rest of my tribe mates are up to, tune in on Tuesdays, and you can see that how far they're pushing. I mean, I'll be going over there a little later after I get some of the imprints on our fighters. So you'll get to see exactly what we're doing. And Genesis 2 will probably be... I'll spend a lot of time in Genesis 2 because, sure, we could probably push for the boss, but I think a lot of my tribe mates are hoping to just port all of their dinos from different places to go ahead and do everything there. So I've got an hour and 20 until I can go do something else. So, all right, fighters. Let's put this in here. Let me see. Trough attrition rates. What are we looking at? Who's getting eaten off of? 72. So roughly 30-something every 30-ish minutes. Unless you didn't have anything to begin with, you. Ooh, let me grab that egg. 40-something... Okay, yeah, so it looks like about 40 every 30 minutes, so 30, 40 every 30. Okay, yeah, so we can leave these probably the rest of the thing, to be honest. I'll need more troughs, but... what's that big okay, yeah, you probably haven't seen it. So, Gen 2 has a lot of really good shit in it, if you have not seen it. The Maywing is probably one of the greatest things that has ever come into ARC, period. So you know how baby raising is a pain in the ass, right? The Maywing makes it easy. It's a baby trough. You can literally put babies around it, and as long as it's loaded with food, you can use it to nurse babies, so you don't have to hand feed those things anymore. So, up until Extinction, we had a rule where we weren't using anything from the future. So, if we unlocked it in any of the previous things, we would go ahead and use it. Or if it's in the current expansion, we would use it. But the Maywing and the Egg Incubator they're too good. They are too good not to use. So, we just kind of threw the rule out the fucking window. And so, we're using Egg Incubators because... Number one, aside from just being able to crack eggs when I feel like it, I can get an incubation boost of 20% on Giga Eggs, which is huge. I forgot that was there. Which is huge. So, yeah, between the Maywings and... So I can throw out, like, 30 Gigas and just stack them around with meat. and have them feed while I'm out doing other stuff. Yeah, it's... I couldn't ask for a better dino. The fuck, egg incubators? Yeah. So remember how everybody makes their air conditioner units to go ahead and crack eggs? That's a thing of the past. You throw your eggs in there, they automatically incubate. You can change the temperatures to get yourself a bonus. Not only does it tell you, like, it doesn't just tell you about the thing. It tells you its gender. It tells you how many mutations it has in every stat. It tells you the colors. Like, it's so good. It is so good. Oh, this one has a mutation, but I wonder what it's in. No mutation. I am curious what the mutation's in, but I'm not gonna fuck with it. I'll go at it at some point, but I'm not gonna fuck with it right now. Okay, 223. Yeah, Genesis 2 has some really good stuff in it. I'm in the process of trying to do as many missions as I can for our group. Must be hard as fuck to get. No, it's actually really easy. Hello, Lily. Welcome. How are you doing today? No, they're engram unlocks, just like anything else. I mean, you just have to have a certain level, but I'll show you exactly where they are. I've also reset, so you'll see I don't have a lot of the stuff if I don't need it anymore. But yeah, here, let me take you down to it. So when Gen 2 came out, the unlocks included the Tech Canteen, 3 times as much water in a standard, and it acts as a refrigerator, so this thing keeps your water cool all the time, and holds like, holds 9 drinks of water. Crazy, right? The Tech Crop Plot, which grows plants, and all you really need is a tech generator, and it does its own stuff. The Tech Surveillance Unit, which you can put down and then put security cameras all over the place, and you can look at what's going on through those security. The Tech Hover Sail, which we'll forget about that because it's stupid. The Tech Bow, which on day 1, right as we went in, I managed to go ahead and nab the tribe, a 298 Ascendant Tech Bow. And listen, that's the new standard. Damn, Ark is getting way too modern. Yeah, I thought about that. You know, somebody tried to convince me to go to Primitive Plus, and I thought it was a good idea to go do it. But I don't know. Tech Canteen. I've got seeds for the Tech Crop Plot, Prime Fish Meat one, and Normal Meat. Yeah, they have them over at they have them on Gen 2, but I mean you'll get to see it in like an hour. I'm sure I've showed you guys, but yeah, they have a Ark is Modern Primal in one game. Yeah, that it is. It's pretty good though. Tech Bow. So it can fire flaming arrows, it can fire explosive arrows, standard arrows, or tranquilizer arrows. And let me tell you, those tranq arrows, it uses like 6 element a shot or something like that, or six element shards a shot. But it's great. Yeah, we took down Gigas on Gen 2 with it, and it's phenomenal. Tech Phase Pistol is also pretty good. Obviously, it can deal damage and it can heal dinos. Yeah, you can't ask for a better thing. And then the fucking dolphin saddle, which those dolphins are really cool. I really like the way they handle, but they kind of sucks. Yeah, they're very fun to use, but I've been playing Aberration. Let me get some water before I fucking pass out, because I'm really bad about that kind of stuff. Also gotta put this away. Alright, Zesty, come here. I need to head back up. Aberration since it was even a thing. So I was there for Primal days when dragons were the scariest shit. Yeah, I hear a lot of people say that Wyrens used to be really... I mean, I'm still scared of a Wyren. Like, you still find yourself a solid lightning Wyren, and it's over. But yeah. Luckily, I know how to go ahead and breed properly since I've been doing it for so long, so I'll be able to put in some serious work. Still can't use the tech bow yet, as I'm only level 88. Oof. Don't worry. You'll get there, and you'll wonder why you didn't level up sooner. It's a phenomenal piece of equipment. Like, in PvP, it's going to completely change everything. The Strider, if I had to choose a single dino that would completely change the way that Arc is played, Strider, hands down. Maywing is great. Maywing is super helpful, but you can still do what you need to do. Strider, Strider refertilizes. It can harvest stuff. It can shoot a bunch of things. It can be used as a tech sleeping pod. It's a transmitter. The Strider is so many things at once. So... Oh, shit, I came up here to drink water. I'm over here just flapping my lips. What's a Strider? Let me see. I don't have one here. Our Strider got killed by a fairy. But, you know, we're going to be going to Gen 2 in, like, an hour-ish, so I'll show you. I just managed to go ahead and get an excavator one, so... Nice, I haven't tamed one yet. They sound awesome. The only issue with the Strider is that you have to complete missions to be able to tame one. That's the problem with the Striders. So you really have to spend... That's why you see me spending... Hey, FaZe, how you doing? That's why you see me spending so much time in, like, missions. Guess what? Chicken butt. You're on candid camera. We were taming Astrodelphus last night, as per usual. Comedy of errors, but we got a 1-8. Nice! Those Astrodelphus... Your mom? Oh, here we go. I'm ready. Your mom is not... Listen, you can stop spamming my channel anytime now. And if you don't stop spamming my channel, I'm gonna give you the timeout. Also, yeah, I know my mom isn't sub to the channel because she doesn't really use the stuff, so that's fine. You know, it happens. No issue. My parents are like... My parents are flabbergasted that anybody can make a living doing this. So, I can't say I am that surprised. Do we have any other dinos that could be used? I mean, he's giving you an extra view. No, it's cool. FaZe has been here quite a few times. I'm used to it. I just tell people don't spam. Who the fuck wants their mom to sub to your channel? You know, a lot of people. The stuff. A lot of people want it. You know, they always want their parents to go ahead and, his mom is probably like 60 years old. Like 70, but yes. But no, she likes that kind of stuff. Let's go to the city. I think I can actually cut out all that deady stuff that I have on there. Well, do you really want to go there? Because you're coming in real quick to getting put in timeout. You know I deal with bullshit all day long, and I have no problem doing it. And lol, lol, JK is not an excuse. You know damn well how I handle that too. I'm not some kid that you can just be like, your mom, fuck you, and me just sit here and take it. No, I'll just put you in a corner. Just because Luft isn't right here right now doesn't mean you can just go fucking buck wild. Man, they literally just let it be. I guess no one really is on. Alright, let's go patrolling the city. There are probably a few places that can time out. I know these guys are on like 13 days, so there's no point in looking at them. Any of the drops for mission terms. That is actually very true. Just because she isn't here doesn't mean she isn't watching. I don't know why people seem to think that they can just come in here and just do whatever they want all the time. Like things change from... Jesus fucking Christ, holy shit. Like, things change from day to day. Yeah, remember how I told you that we always manage to find ourselves in big trading servers, so I always take a look around because you never know what you're going to encounter in a lot of these places. So... what are we looking at? 15. Okay. Where are the terminals and what they look like in case they somehow get to Gen 2? They kind of just... They're all over the place. Gen 2 is actually a lot less aggressive than most of the other maps, but they're all over the place. They just giant blue circles with a terminal in them. I mean, and usually you're not going to get attacked by some random thing. So, I mean, I say usually, it does happen. Occasionally some raptor's gonna, like, tickle your butthole while you're trying to do a mission or something, but usually you're fine. But just giant blue things with the mission terminals, you'll see them here soon. I mean, by soon, I mean, like, in roughly an hour-ish. Aberration's the hardest. I firmly agree. Like, I think Extinction is difficult just because if you don't have the dinosaurs, then it's hard. But Aberration, by far the hardest start I've had. So when we go to a new map, we spend the first 4 episodes, like, bobbing around, doing the whole beach bob thing. We don't take any dinosaurs in, we don't take any supplies, no resources, everything has to be acquired on site. And then after 4 episodes, we can bring stuff in. But we kind of broke that for this one because... that looks like somebody's team. Okay. FaZe is back. I have 1,000 accounts. You can't time out me forever? I mean, I could just ban you forever. That works too. I mean, if you want to go ahead and circumvent the system, I can just start banning all your accounts instead. Or you could just, take the time out instead of being an asshole about it. Your choice. Let's see. I don't think anybody's going to have to play Aberration solo on official. I know the feeling. I know exactly how it goes. It was so hard. I almost, like, Aberration was mind... Like, it fucking sucked. Starting out, not knowing anything, getting hit by Ravagers, finding Basilisks, first encounters with Reapers, getting the first Rock Drake egg. It's insane. Aberration is by far one of the hardest of the expansions. I'd say it's probably one of the best expansions. They did a good job. They kept out flyers so you don't have things easy. The starts are pretty difficult. Like, there's a lot of ways to go about it. And having the dinos doesn't even necessarily mean you're going to be able to complete the boss. So, yeah. Yeah, that zone down there, especially your first encounter with a mushroom, you're just like, oh god, what's happening? You know, and they give you the nice mushroom to start with, so you asphyxiate. How long's the timeout? It's a 5 minutes. You know, it gets progressively longer. Nothing too OP. Yeah. I think Reapers are extremely strong. Especially if you can get a good Reaper. Yeah, you can have it carry you through pretty much else. But since you need the light pet all the time, it's not even that overpowered. When you go up to the surface, you're probably going to want to use, like, Spinos. Spinos are really king as far as I'm concerned. On Aberration, Spino is king. Reapers are great, but Reapers suffer from the fact that you have to have your light pad on. I have not checked your base. $10, really? 10 days, that's not too bad. Extinction came along with the mana gammers and shit. Yeah. Yeah, I've encountered a mana, like, once. We have a baby mana that we managed to steal from some decaying... Well, acquire from somebody's decaying base, which, funnily enough, is our neighbors right now. Because they decayed out and a whole bunch of people just rushed on it. We just happen to be built right above it. But yeah, fingers crossed for items to acquire. You know, I think I've pushed my luck already. Considering the fact that I managed to break Deddy boxes, and now I have, like, more metal than I know what to do with. Let's not talk about the Titans. I haven't even done the Titans yet. We'll get there at some point, but I gotta get Gigas up. And right now I've only got 3 Gigas with 100% imprint. I'd like to take 6 into a Titan fight. So I'll also have to wait to do a Titan fight when Luft is available and see if Z is going to come and join us or not. Because more likely than not, what we'll end up doing is we'll probably end up slamming through all 3 Titans at once, 3 days in a row. So we can just get them knocked out. And then afterwards, we'll continue raising Gigas, and then... see about doing the King Titan. Our goal is, as a small tribe of 3, to be able to go ahead and knock out the King Titan on Gamma, Beta, and Alpha all by ourselves. 200 Gigas, 3 mech suits, you know, the Mega Mech when it comes down to it, but yeah, that's the goal. I mean, like, imagine playing official and someone rams your base with the Desert Titan. Oh, God. Yeah, I've seen some pretty nasty ones where on PvP servers, you know, somebody comes around with the Desert Titan rolling through and you've got to pack up everything and go. On official, because I met up with some guys, then he joined a Mega Tribe and stuff. Yeah, I feel like if you do see the Desert Titan, that's it. It's pick up and go time. It's like when you first see a Reaper on Aberration. Pick up and go time. There's no real response to it. Or the first time you encounter an Alpha Basilisk, it's also pick up and go time. Or it's fight it because you're never going to see one of those things again. I don't even know how we managed to find 2. Like, somehow. I didn't bring any food. So I'm going to stop by for some berries here real quick. Please do not attack me, Monsieur Spider, or anything else, please. Kindly. Stop for a second. Yeah, surprisingly, for this being a lag-heavy area, the lag is not too terrible. There's also a lot of noises that you can hear on the PS5 that I wasn't really privy to the first time. Get out of here, Dilo. I don't have time for you. Do not want. Alright. The first time someone pulled up on me with the mech, that was it. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. I haven't had the chance to use one yet. We have an excellent mech but I am not going to touch it, and I let our tribe mate come in and craft it whenever we need it done. But we won't be doing anything with it ourselves. It's a 195 mech, and then we have a 175 mech, so... Because there was a cheat you could do with the red boundary thing. What do you mean? What was the cheat? So I'm gonna check our old home. It's probably gone. No shit. That's hilarious. Our little old Rex has managed to survive this entire time on his own. Oh, starting Rex, you have earned yourself a trip to the new base. I can't believe you're still around. You're barely even hungry. All right, let's go home. You deserve a vacation. I think it's called the Dino Leash. Yeah. So what were people doing with the Dino Leash? Man, I can't believe that Rex survived on its own out here for so long. It's crazy. Along with our troughs. And we couldn't damage their dinos while they're inside the Dino Leash, and they were just pulling. Ah. I see. Does make sense. Stone, sure. We'll go ahead and unlock these, so if anybody else needs to use them to feed their dinos, they can. I completely forgot we had a couple beds over here, too. Okay, yeah, we'll just leave them here. That sounds like a pretty shitty thing to do. It's like when people would... how they had to disable the corrupted dinos damaging stuff because people were just dragging them into people's bases, wrecking them through. And that was it. Oh, let's see our local neighbor here. Also, this dingbat, who fucking decided that this was the proper place to put his home. Come on. You don't park yourself right next to a terminal. That's improper etiquette. Alright, Death is not on. Okay. Alright, out we go. What is this? Daddy's having them. Okay. Ark was great until Extinction came out, though. That was a big turn. Well, it became all about the gigas and everything else like that. It became who's got the big dinos. Extinction introduced a lot of overpowered stuff, but also keep in mind that Extinction was meant to be the be-all, end-all. It wasn't supposed to have another thing. Genesis wasn't supposed to happen. Extinction was supposed to be the end of the story. And that was it. I mean, the story takes place of you're trying to take back Earth, and Extinction was supposed to be you taking back Earth, and that was it. That was supposed to be the very end of it all. But then Genesis 2 rolled around and pretty much threw everything into, made everything go haywire. C-A-C-E. Ah, okay, these are the guys with the long base. Got it. Well, what don't you like about the futuristic stuff? Did you just feel like everything else felt like it was like where it was supposed to be, and Extinction was just an outlier because it introduced all of it? Cryopods, Manas, Titans, Mechs. Well, I mean, the other arcs, if you're talking like storyline-wise, it kind of makes sense why all of it's happening. So, you know, the island, Scorched Earth, Aberration, there's supposed to be tests. There's supposed to be ways to prepare the survivor to be able to take back Earth, which is extinction, from the element itself. But, you know, it was supposed to introduce... That's why it's so overpowered, because it was supposed to be the be-all, end-all. It was supposed to be the at-last map. But, yeah, when... It makes sense, like, canonically why, but... Yeah, so the whole storyline is that element itself took over the Earth, right? Pushed all of the Earthlings and stuff out, the Federation and all of that. And the last remaining humans made the arcs to go ahead and take back the Earth eventually, find survivors that would be able to do it. And the island, Scorched Earth, Aberration are meant as like tests to see if you are capable of dealing with taking back Earth. Which Aberration was a failed arc. It wasn't meant to go ahead and be the way that it was. It was meant to be another test, but when, you know, good old Rockwell took it over, yeah, that's when everything changed. But yeah, and then Extinction is you taking back the Earth. Okay, I guess we're back to where we were. Go. Alright. Go to... nothing fancy stuff here. Actually, you know what? Let's go to these... No, I don't need any more eggs. I do not need any more eggs. I already have more eggs than I fucking need already. No more Wyrens. I would like to go check to see if they finally decided to go ahead and take their base security seriously, but... Can you stop moonwalking? Thank you, bird. Yeah, the story's pretty cool. You know, that's the reason we're doing the PvE, so that way we can kind of let everybody know what the story is. One day I'll do all the note runs and do a whole reading of everything. But there's actually a channel, if you're ever interested in story, there is a channel that I highly suggest called Ned the something. Hold on. I'm subscribed to him, if you're ever interested in it. Neddy the Noodle. I really like the videos he produces about the story of Ark. So, if you're curious about it, he probably has the best production quality for story. Trailer for Extinction was lit as fuck, though. Yeah, I think it's funny. I saw a thing that was like reality versus trailer, and it was hilarious to watch, like, the whole because everything in the trailer looked phenomenal, and then when you got to gameplay, everything was like wonky, things walking around not doing anything, polygons all over the place. Alright, Rex and Reaper, you guys are going to this is your job. You exist solely to protect the base. I don't want to put you on aggressive because you'll make the babies run. So, but that's your two's job. Just don't fuck it up. I know you can't hear me because you're digital dinos. I'm trying to figure out if it was Aberration or Extinction. 1 second. I do like the Extinction trailer. I do think the Aberration trailer was really, really nice, though. Alright, what are we looking at? That's 4 hours, 4 hours, 52 minutes, 51 minutes. Man, what can we do in 51 minutes? Probably a whole bunch of meat runs. Can't raise any babies, so that's out of the question. Love PvP because it's like pulling up on people. They talk crap. See, I don't really talk much shit most of the time. It's just not my thing. You know, I've played enough games and talked enough shit that, you know, I just don't even find it fun anymore. Talking shit is not my bag. 101. Yeah, I don't have anything to do, guys. For the first time in, like, at least a month, I don't have anything I can do. The first time since coming to Aberration. I mean, I could probably go knock on some other bases and the other things. Maybe go take something back to the island and just go flying around and go visit all our spots. But... a break from Maywing? Yeah, just at least for today. I don't want to throw anything out strictly because I don't want them to be on 2-time rates and end up raising a little too fast. Maybe I should see about transporting honey over or getting a crop started. That might be a good idea. Yeah, what do I need for exceptional kibble anyway? Because I don't really need... I mean, I need the kibble for, like... making some crops or for making some stuff. But I really don't need much of it. Focal chili... citronol... Okay, so really the citronol is the hard part. The cooked fish and everything else I can get, that's no problem, but the lemons, I'll only need a single lemon patch and I'll be fine. I could probably just grow it in a corner. Do I know how to make a large crop plot to begin with? I know how to make a tech crop plot, but I don't know how to make a large crop plot. Wonderful. Alright, where does that need to be made? Probably in a... smithy? Or in my hand? Fiberstone thatch wood. Okay, fiber, stone... No stone, because I threw it all out. That's what I get for feeding all of it to the rock. I don't want to break those items, because I know that Luft is probably going to end up using them for something. Stone, 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 stone. We have plenty of foundations, so that should be okay. Listen, I am literally trying to break the exact same foundation I just put down. Alright, that should be good. Was the trailer where the T-Rex came up and roared at something in the dark, and the thing came back and roared at the Rex? I assume that to be Aberration, then. Yeah, I assume that would be Aberration. What's all your thoughts on Arc 2? In my opinion, I think we need another trailer. I think from what I've seen, it looks pretty cool. We had this discussion just the other day, where we were talking about Arc 2 and what our thoughts are and everything. Z and I are both under the opinion that it's going to be a lot like how the island was originally. There's going to be a lot more updates on how people play, but I think overall the experience is going to feel the same way that Arc did. Flip, I believe, was saying he thinks it's going to be a lot more technological, but you know, we'll see. I think it's going to be cool. I really enjoy it, regardless of having to start over. I mean, it's not like it's going to bother me. You know, I've been playing this from the beginning since I started playing with like, I'm not spoiled by the advents of all the modern amenities of Ark because I started without them to begin with, and you know, it'd be nothing but going back to my roots. Is there no wood anywhere? Come on. There's got to be a wood something. Oh, and I threw out all the wood on the thing too. Damn. Alright. I guess I can just go beat up a piece of wood real quick. You know, the trailer gameplay is confirmed. Looks like it's no tech. I assume there's going to be tech, but it's going to be locked up, if anything, or it's going to be very difficult to get. And it's going to be, you know, something I read from someone playing is no tech from what they have personally played. Yeah, I can see it being no tech, but I mean, I think most likely what's going to happen is, you know, it's going to be a, you know, we don't want to repeat the same mistakes, and then, you know, your character's going to be like, well, but I want to repeat my same mistakes, and then we're going to have all the problems that we did before. Because somebody's going to go break out the element, and then the element's going to be like, I'm alive! And then that'll be that. I could see them in Ark Discord playing Ark 2 a few weeks ago. That must be pretty cool. Testing it and everything. Getting the chance to go ahead and play it. See exactly how it works. Wait, I ain't hear anything you said 2 minutes ago. Well, we were just discussing the Ark 2 thing. You know, it could be good, it could be bad. I mean, I don't really know either way, honestly. Come on, let me put it in, like, some very awkward place. Can I even put it up here? Yeah, I can. Okay. I just need to put it in some really awkward, like, angle. Maybe I should have made a medium one. That might have gone better, because I could have just fit it there. They better have online PvP. Oh, I'm sure they will. I'm sure there will be. I don't doubt it. They wouldn't get rid of their cash cow. And PvP is really where a lot of it's at. Yeah, I'll tell you that PvP on Genesis 2 is probably really fun because there are a lot of hiding holes I discovered. A lot of nice little rat holes to work out of. So, I don't think I can fit this here as much as I'd like to. Damn. These companies should do more polls. I found companies don't really listen to polls. You know, as much as I like to say that they actually do, they don't. We shall see, but not for a while. At least till some other maps and TLCs come for original Ark while we wait. Yeah, who knows? Maybe they'll finally, like, give that Spino Roar a use, rather than having it just, you know, sound like a broken rubber chicken. Mother heck. It was a theatrical trailer, so I'm sure a lot will change. Yeah, I'm sure a lot's going to look different. You know, Vin Diesel's probably not going to be, he's probably going to get a nice little car DLC update. Not fertilized, not seeded, water irrigation, so no. Oh, irrigated, hot, so it does grow up here. Perfect. It's within range. I don't fucking know how it's irrigated. I guess the water's evaporating and coming up here, but I guess that works. Citronelle seeds, long grass, rock carrot, citronelle. Let's get that fertilizer. I want a lot of the mechanics to be changed because I want everybody to be noobs again. Oh, I'm sure they will be. I don't expect there to be a transferable. I mean, maybe you could transfer your data, but I don't really see that being the case. You start a YouTube channel for that? Alright, sounds pretty chill. I always suggest if people want to do YouTube, just do it. The easiest way to go ahead and start it is literally just to start. You just got to get used to talking to an empty room for a while. It's kind of just how it is when you first start out playing anything. I do not need all of that. I don't know why I did it. Some people are working on a revamp of the island map. It looks so good. Would be cool if they picked that up officially. Could do for a... Oh, yeah. The island could definitely do for an update. It is, I wouldn't say the friendliest, easiest, or most, updated of maps. Alright, yeah, we'll just grow some citronal in here. I mean, this channel has like 600 subs, but I want a new one for Ark personally. It's a good idea. I personally think I'll do everything on here. I don't find a reason. I know that it penalizes people who tend to go from one game to the next, but I don't give a damn. You know, I started out at 27 subs. What are they gonna do? Take them away? Take me back to 27? Alright, fine. No issue. To me, I'll start all over again if I have to. Like, not the biggest of issues. I'm not concerned. I like the progress. I like the people that I've managed to talk to along the way, and you know, I'm only hope that they'll want to follow me from one project to the next, even if it's not always the game that they want to see. When I mean noobs, I mean like no one knows the strats. Go like no one systematic route. Learn from ARC 1. Yeah, I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of mechanical changes and things like that. I'm pretty sure the base stuff like taming dinos and you know, acquiring bases and engrams and so. Actually, good question. I'm curious if the engram system is going to change. I don't know. Maybe they will change it. Maybe they won't. I don't know. There's a lot of Arc 2 stuff that is just completely unconfirmed, and we're all just spitballing in the dark until we finally hear something about it. Alright. I'm going to take a quick break because I am really thirsty and I'd like to go use the restroom. So I'll be back in just like 5 minutes. I'll see you guys in a few. Also, let me get to my new sign because I put it there for a reason. The animated series looks good as well. I'm very excited for the animated series. Let me tell you, as soon as I heard that David Tennant was going to be Rockwell, I think he is perfect. Tell a great story? Yeah, it's supposed to tell the whole story of Ark. So I think he is a perfect Rockwell. After watching Nettie the Noodles thing for the island, yeah, I completely am behind the wagon here. Alright, well, I will be right back in just like 5 minutes. It hasn't been 5 minutes, but I see my pushy little butt chugger over here is, like, moving me out of the way of the sign, so I guess I'll just come back. Alright, let's see, we have... Oh god, I still have half an hour to burn. What do I do? What do I do for half an hour? Like, there's nothing I can do in half an hour. I could go up to the surface, kill a couple things, and then have to come down immediately. I can organize stuff. I can go looking at people's things. I mean... I guess I'll just go look at the people who I know whose lax security is lax and go see what they're up to. Damn, he and hold arc frames. Yeah, occasionally it'll go ahead and get it, but that's like to be expected. Think about the render, and also on PS4 it lagged so far behind. It does a really good job of recovering quickly. So even though there's still lag spikes here and there. It does a really good job of recovering. Once it loads everything in, it's usually pretty easy to handle, and the lag spikes last maybe a minute, unless it's, like, doing something crazy. Weren't you going to Genesis? Yeah, I will be going to Genesis, I just need to wait for my timers, is the thing. Until those timers tick over and I can get those things bagged up, I can't go to Genesis. Hate that, go look at people's things. Zesty, what are you doing? Okay, there we go. Where are we at? Tap. That is 0% the way we want to go. Yeah, clearly. Lots of traders. So we're gonna not go that way. Respect to you guys that play with a controller. I do not do it. You couldn't do it? It's not too bad. I mean, yeah, it sucks, but, you know, I have the mouse and keyboard over there in the corner. Do you know when the series is coming out? I do not, but I can certainly find out if you give me all of a couple seconds here. When does ARC, the animated series, release? June 2nd of 2015 is when the game came out. That's not the answer I'm looking for. What will it be on ARC animated series? Okay. Okay, that's ARC. I'm looking for the animated series. It says 2022 is what I see here, based on IMDb. But it doesn't give an exact, like, date or anything. It just says the season 1 is supposed to be 2022. That's all the info there is. Next year, a big dinosaur year, because Jurassic World Dominion is also coming out. Alright, so, as you're new to the channel, I'll let you know, I have only watched, like, the first Jurassic Park and, like, the first Jurassic World. So I really don't know much about the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World universe. It's just a button mash. It's not too bad. I mean, I play even on my PC. I play with a controller, but I feel like Phantasy Star Online is just easier with a controller than it is on keyboard. Just me personally. Why not watch it all? I barely have time. You know, shit, hold on, is that a wild? Oh, we're going up here. Do not want to aggro that, like, lovely... Oh no, there's two of them! I could not escape them even if I wanted to, so we're gonna have to really... We're gonna have to really avoid that one. Okay, alright, let's do our best to not get hit by these things. Just stay up a little high here. One day you'll have time when you're retired. Yeah, probably something like that. But no, so my job I get up at 5 in the morning for, and then I usually work until between 3 and 5 in the afternoon. And between that time, I have to go ahead, and any time I'm not on ARC, I have to go ahead and get all the other stuff I have done, like pay bills or, you know, spend time with Luft when the two of us are actually available to do so. And then, you know, I play ARC every day, so yeah, I barely have time for, like, my regular life. In my opinion, the latest one was mainly focusing on humans, barely dinos. One day I'll sit down and watch all of the Jurassic Parks. One day. Tribe of Billy. Okay, where is this Wyron base that I always go to for their eggs? I believe it is somewhere, like, downish here? Somewhere around this area? Time with all the adulting, I hear you. Yeah. Yeah, and you have it worse than I do. I mean, I just got a dog. You've got a baby black hole you gotta raise. You know, all they do is suck in food and money. The abilities of the Indominus Rex was just so thrilling. It seemed okay, but I mean, there's plenty of dinosaurs out there that we could have actually, like, pulled in without them having to go all, like, hyper chameleon, toxic poison dart raptor frog Rex on us. I think it's in the mountains somewhere. Hold on, I should have had it marked as free egg. I definitely should have had it marked as free eggs. Eggs. I do have it marked as eggs. What the heck is wrong with me? Oop. Nope. Also 2 dogs. Also 2 dogs. Jesus. Yeah. You don't have any time. Now just to throw the dogs in there. That's it. It's over. Oh, I hope they're not sitting on top of the egg space. I think they are. I think the Manas are sitting right on top of egg base. Aw, heck. Yep. That seems to be the case. Because egg base is right there. Mana is directly above it. Yep, we're not getting any eggs anytime soon. They had a big something big, though. Like, what else could have been the main character other than a T-Rex? I don't know. You know, there's plenty of big, like, predators. But I don't know. I ain't no dinosaur expert. I mean, you could easily make money if you start doing live reactions and reactions to music and stuff. See some all YouTubers and stuff. Yeah, but that's not what I want to do. I'm not going to do anything I don't feel like doing. Like, there's easy ways to make money, and there's ways to make money that I don't feel like doing it. You know, I'd rather just go ahead and do what I love and have people show up because that's what they want to see is me doing what I enjoy, rather than just doing what everybody else feels is the proper thing to do. So you're sold to do reactions about reactions about reactions. I mean, I could probably do some pretty interesting body language analysis on people doing reaction videos. That would be pretty fun to watch me go ahead and pick apart and break down somebody's structures and body language and stuff. I guess you really love your job. I mean, it's not really my job. That's the thing. You know, my day job is boring. It's not thrilling. I don't really enjoy my day job, but it pays me too much to just quit it. So I just shut up and color. Yeah, I can't get to that other base, so I'm not going to even bother with that. Because that mono's floating directly above where I would be taking eggs from. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy doing YouTube more as a hobby than a lifestyle. It'd be great. I'm talking about your day job. I don't like my day job. You know. But like I said, they pay me too much to anything else. So you're being hypocritical? I mean, I don't understand what's hypocritical about, you know, doing a job because they pay you well enough to. Whether I like it or not doesn't change it. I mean, they pay me a lot of money, and sure, I could do reaction videos, but at the end of the day, it's something I'm good at. I get what you're saying. I get that you're saying, oh, if you don't like it, then maybe you should have gone ahead and done something else. Why are you doing that? Well, because I have bills to pay. I got bills to pay. I've got money that I got to pay out to other people. So reaction videos are not going to go ahead and pay my bills, because it's not like instantly overnight I'll be a success. Plus, then people associate me with reaction videos, and then they're like, hey, why aren't you doing the reaction videos? And then I'm chained to that. So my day job, it pays me a lot, and I don't like it. But nonetheless, I'm not associated with it. It's not like people are going and being like, hey, why aren't you doing this thing? Because, you know, it's not out on the media. There's a lot of decisions that come into play. I mean, it's not just about whether I don't like it or not. It's about the fact that, you know, my day job isn't going to go ahead and be tied into what I do here on the internet. But if I do reaction videos, that's all people are going to associate me with. So, you know, the day job is there to go ahead and keep my life going and get the fuck off of the ground. This is so bad a place to be. Oh, now you're gonna go? Are we off the ground now? Or are you just gonna hopscotch it? You said you don't care about the money. Okay, look. I feel like I'm just gonna take a stab that you are not an adult yet. No offense to you. I'm not trying to insult you if you are, but I'm gonna take a stab that you are not an adult yet. That regardless of whether I like it, does not change, like, that I still need the money to live, and I don't want to be out on the street. Because if I don't do the job that I don't want to do, I can't do the job that I like doing, which is this. I can't do the thing because I can't. I won't have the money. So regardless, I still have to do what I don't want to do so I can do what I want to do. Like, I promise, I'm not trying to be insulting. I'm just, like, just your logic. I get that you're pointing out that it's hypocritical, but yeah. Yes, it is very hypocritical. I guess I'll just go ahead and admit to being a hypocrite, since that seems to be the be-all, end-all of where this conversation is going. Where in the heck? No, it's not this one. It's that one down there. No, I'm 17. Well, I can tell you that, like, I've done a lot of things that I don't exactly like doing because I've had to do them, not because I wanted to. You know, the military service, you know, it's pretty much a family tradition at this point, and I didn't like doing the whole college thing, so I didn't go ahead and bother with that. So the military gave me the opportunity to spend 6 years figuring out what the hell I wanted to do with my life, and gave me the opportunity to make more money because I've got the clearance and everything else to work with. Start working before the end of the year. Yeah, so I've done a lot of stuff that I don't want to do to make sure that I'm able to do the things that I like doing. And yes, it is hypocritical because there's a lot of stuff I don't want to, but yeah. I have lived under the impression that life is not always going to be the fruit basket of rainbows that I want it to be. So it's better for me to go ahead and have a career and a skill that I can function on if things don't go the way as planned. But, like I said, not putting you down or anything, I understand where you're coming from, but I wouldn't want to do reaction videos. Regardless of how much money it makes, we still wouldn't want to do it. I'm sure other people can, but yeah, not me. Okay, so we managed to burn 13 minutes doing nothing. So I need to figure out, oh, I know, I can just do our favorite activity, the meat run. That'll burn 7 minutes, right? So, what do you plan on? Yeah, I know, but you gotta control your life and not let life control you. It doesn't always work out that way. And you can say that because my situation is way harder than Americans in all these big countries. Yeah, I come from Puerto Rico. I come from a real nice little small island. It's not like I'm unfamiliar with everything. I mean, I'm still an American in the sense that, you know, I live here in the States and all of that. But, you know, our tiny little island is just that, a tiny island. We don't get any real support from the U.S. and whatnot. And as much as I'd like to say, like, controlling life and all of that, like, it's real difficult. There comes a tipping point where things get difficult. And sure, you can do anything that you want to do. I am the first person to say, yeah, go do it. The only way to really go do it is just from Trinidad. Okay. Yeah, so you're from that same Caribbean island area. You know how. I know exactly what you're talking about. I get it. I do. But, like, there's a tipping point where, yeah, you can do anything you want. If I wanted to quit my job tomorrow, I could be like, I'm going to quit my job tomorrow. I'm going to pursue a career in blah. Am I prepared to do it? No. There's a lot of foundation work that I need to go ahead and do before I do that. I could quit my everything and go to California right now, but then I'd still have to go ahead and pay all my bills. I'd still have car payments, insurance, stuff like that I have to go ahead and take care of. And regardless of whether I succeed or not, they're not gonna care. You know, I would personally, my dream job is voice acting. Doing YouTube wouldn't be too bad. You know, I'll take that as a Jesus Christ, somebody dragged everything to the boss room, so we gotta go down to the boss room because these assholes did it. And that's why we're lagging so damn hard, because the boss room is so full of dinos right now. I hate when people do that shit. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get to the boss room. It is completely covered right now, I can tell you. We're only going to kill whatever we need to kill, so I can get down there and deal with the unnecessarily large amount of dinos. Gotta be smart. Doesn't have to be a solo job either. A team can do a lot. I don't really have a team I can count on. I'd like to say it's a thing, but you know, yeah, this is not my first rodeo. I've been thinking about this for a very long time, and unfortunately, you know, I do what I've got to do. And right now, what I've got to do is shut up and color until I'm able to go ahead and stand, and not have to worry about it. Oh my god. We're not even get to do a meat run because I gotta go clear out the damn boss room because people drag all these dinos down there and don't bother to do the common courtesy of flushing out all the stuff they leave in there. I wouldn't say, see, because you're talking about that is a bit different. If you're talking about suggestions that I can make, like, that's completely different than what do you want to do and why aren't you doing it? Like, asking about why I'm not doing what I'm going to do, what I want to do, is very different than saying, hey, how can I do what I would like to? They come with completely different sets of advice. And I wouldn't say I'm the best role model. You know, I've lived a life when I guess a lot of people would consider me successful by their standards and everything, but, you know, I don't personally consider myself successful. Are you alright, girl? You okay? You okay, girl? Are you okay? Oh, give me a second. My real life dino is looking at me like, I wish it would give me attention. Looking for advice I still got. Sorry about that. I go on rants, you know, when people mention certain topics, there's easy ways to get me riled up. You alright, girl? You okay? Okay, see, when we get to the boss room, all of that's, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I gotta clear my way to the boss room, but you'll see what I'm talking about here. Rex, please leave me alone. We're just gonna take the fast route. Okay, drop all of this. Yeah, I just kind of say my opinions on things, you know. I apologize if I kind of just talked your ear off and you weren't expecting it or asking for it, so. You don't have to worry about paying me the whole kind of respect. I'm just some stranger on the internet as far as anybody else is concerned. My word is about as useful as spaghetti on an essay, so. My destination is to be happy at the end. Yeah, and as long as you can do that, that's really what matters, right? Okay, here it is. You're gonna see the boss room is going to be brimming with things. Because people go all the way down there, they drag all the enemies, they end up spawning everything, and then this whole boss room is just covered in nonsense. Okay. Yep, here they are, all packed in the corners. We gotta murder everything in this area so that way we can get the frame rates back at the entrance, back to normal. It's a great destination. Then it's just spiritually, religiously, this life is not the end. Okay. Yeah, I mean, despite the fact that I sound like I'm not a God-fearer and everything, you know, the universe is too big for there not to be something out there. Absolutely. Let's just dump it all. We're gonna get enough meat on the way back. Get rid of this Rex. Okay, this is not as packed as I thought it was going to be. But yeah, that was definitely enough dinos to cause this thing to lag. Oh, okay. I guess a lot of the dinos were on the slopes. The boss room and the main entrance occupy the same loading space. So that's why when one's lagging, it's because it's affected by the other. And it has to render both of them all at once. Yeah, I'm also a pretty big firm believer in, regardless of people's like religious associations and everything else, spirituality definitely should play a part in their lives. You know, if you are fulfilled, regardless of whether you feel it spiritually or religiously or anything else, fulfillment can be its own sense of spirituality. It doesn't always have to be a belief in a higher power or anything else. Can be. Doesn't always have to be. Just my opinion. I've met a lot of people over the years. We will not go off on a giant rant about it. See? It's only anytime I come into this cave to do meat run is when I just start yawning. Or when I'm just sitting there, like, raising babies. This cave puts me to sleep. Every time. How life is going, I don't think the trend is going to be having a normal day because now there's cryptocurrency and stuff. I mean, I guess... but what's cryptocurrency going to change? The only thing that cryptocurrency is going to do is take our physical dollars and it's going to be digital dollars. You know, cryptocurrency is, it has a value because people give it a value. And, you know, the people who are in holding positions are giving it a value. The moment somebody allowed somebody else to buy a pizza with cryptocurrency is when it gained a value. But if tomorrow everybody says it's not worth anything... voila, suddenly poof, it's non-existent. Cryptocurrency is just, it's just digital currency, like anything else. The dollars you hold in your hand, you know, any type of coins you're using, crops, stocks, commodities, it all holds a value just because people say it holds a value. All of it could just suddenly be worthless tomorrow. Then there's robots. Oh, I'm a firm believer in transhumanism. You know, the ability to go ahead and modify our bodies and change them up as we do. You know, you tell me I can go ahead and upgrade my eyes to cameras and everything, I would take it, at least one of them. Tell me I can go ahead and replace my muscles with a New World Order, One World Religion. Okay. Yeah, we're getting into the topics I won't really push about. You know, I wouldn't say I'm a firm believer in the whole New World Order and conspiracy theories and everything. So, I always ask people when they want to go ahead and point that out. Basically, you want to be a cyborg? No, I wouldn't say I want to be a cyborg. What I'm saying is that, like, humanity is kind of, like, the only way that we're going to be able to deal with, like, the depths of space and all of the stuff out there is we're going to have to modify ourselves. Whether it's genetic engineering, splicing stuff into ourselves, whether it's modifying our organs to not fail or replacing them entirely so that way they degrade at a much slower pace. Like, humanity is getting to a point where we're filling our upper atmosphere with all kinds of junk, all kinds of satellite, all kinds of space debris, and we're going to go ahead and LASIK eye surgery. We're going to get ourselves into Kessler syndrome where we can't leave the planet if we keep up this kind of shit. And we're not really thinking about that. You know, everybody's so concerned about getting a new streaming satellite up in orbit, they're not thinking about, damn, you know, there's going to come a point where it's so hard. I mean, that's why it takes forever for us to get stuff into space, because we have to wait for optimal conditions, make sure there's no space debris, make sure nothing doesn't slam into stuff. So right now we're at that road where we could completely just close our planet in and nobody's leaving. Called Social Dilemma, that talks about how companies are using social media to make exact copies of ourselves. I mean, you can teach a computer to go ahead and be us. Where, you know, your social presence is tracked everywhere that you go and everywhere that you're doing, regardless if you have social media or not. People are like, I don't have any of these social medias, but you know what? When I go to Best Buy, I'm going to give them my email and stuff for a rewards card and all of that. So at the end of the day, you're just trading one form of tracking for another. If you got a smartphone, I mean, you're being tracked already. Let me just leave a piece of meat on you. That way you don't starve out like you normally do. But yeah, I've seen it. I mean, I can't say it's also a big conspiracy thing, you know. I wouldn't even say it's a documentary because there's a lot of proof on both sides of the fence, so I'm not here to convince anybody of anything. I just kind of share what I believe about stuff. Everything you see and everything we do is being monitored. I mean, it's the government and companies and collecting stuff. That's what they do. I mean, this is not anything new. This has been happening even before the days of the internet. Like, I'm not here to, like... It sounds like you're here to go ahead and discuss conspiracy theories, is what it sounds like. And, you know, I try my best not to go ahead and get into conspiracy if I can help it. Let's pull raw. Yeah, I've seen that show. I find it interesting. Didn't realize how much information they give. No surprises there. Yeah. I mean, we volunteer a lot of information. Why, though? Why are you dodging it? Because I don't talk about that on my channel. That's why I'm dodging it. Because that's not something I want to discuss. If you want political discussions and you want somebody to go ahead and respond to, like, your beliefs, or you want to talk politics, or you want to talk religion or something else, like, you have come to the wrong channel. I am a dude just playing with digital dinos. I mean, I'll talk to people, but if I say I'm not going to talk about a subject, it's as simple as I'm not going to talk about a subject. regardless of what somebody else thinks or calls me or feels about stuff. It doesn't change that I personally, me, does not want to. I wouldn't even call it dodging. I would just call it I don't want to talk about it. You know, I spend most of my day already having to do adult stuff. The last thing that I want to do is inundate my my free time with having to go ahead and blow my mind out trying to convince somebody of something, or trying to go ahead and have that kind of discussion. That's all. People come here people don't come here to talk about politics or religion. People come here to watch me be an idiot trying to do a challenge that takes the place over the course of a year. Or, you know, just to talk about just random things. That's all. I'm pretty sure I completely missed the imprint time on my babies here, but we'll check in a second. Yep, they're up and available. You want to go on a walk? Okay, great. And you also want to go on a walk? Fantastic. And you want to go on a walk or cuddle? Ah, awesome. All three of you want to go on a walk. You can follow me, you can follow me, and you can follow me. Stunned, I don't know what to talk about. Well, I mean, like I said, you can talk about anything you want. It's just, I'm not really obligated to, like, respond to all of it. All right. You can stop that nonsense now. Let's bag you guys up, because I don't need your timers to run any longer than they already are. You know, tell me about your ambitions in life. Tell me what you feel like doing with the time you have available. Yeah, you're looking for philosophical conversations, and I don't do that on my channel here. You know, I get that you're wanting to go ahead and reach out and have a nice, you know, theological, political, you know, deep conversation about the meaning of life, about, you know, how people function, jumping inside my head. I love psychology, I do, and all of that. But, yeah, I don't do that here on the channel. Me as a person, I'd have no problem having that conversation. But considering that I spend almost all my time on this channel, nah, I'm not going to be doing that. If you would like to, you know, I'll give you an out. Give me a second. Hold on. I don't post this very often, but give me a second. Do you have a Discord? I haven't posted our Discord channel in, like, forever. Okay. If you want to talk, shoot me a message. I have no problem talking to you whatsoever. You sound like you really want to go ahead and reach out, and you sound like you are all about expanding your world and all about everything else. So feel free to reach out to me. Number one, I'll send you an invite to the channel, to our Discord. Number two, I'll talk to you, like, if you want, while I'm not streaming and stuff, because I feel like you really want to talk. So, all good. I usually leave myself open to that kind of stuff. We're also good here, so... Let's see, what are your... 67... Yeah, we're good here. These things will just raise while I'm on the other side there. What's your 67, 33? You won't make it in time, so... That's fine. Alright, let me go ahead and drop off all my stuff, and then we're going to transfer out to Genesis. May not be the same, because I'm all lined up filled with gun violence. I am just a Puerto Rican kid who grew up, you know, with a Spanish name on paper. So despite the fact that you may think we're worlds apart, on paper, I'm just some regular Latino that nobody gives two damns about at the end of the day, and they're going to go ahead and people see my name before they see me as a person. And most people are going to judge me based off of the fact that I have a Latino last name, and they're going to see that before anything else. So we might have a little more in common than you think. You know, plus the fact that conversations like this completely transcend boundaries. So I wouldn't feel like, you know, we don't have anything in common. You sound like you've got a pretty good head on your shoulders. You sound like you have a lot to discuss. You sound like you have a lot you want to talk about. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. You find friends in unusual places. You never know. Life takes you all over the place. Alright, let me go ahead and I'm going to pause out the stream for a bit while I transfer. I'll be back in a few.